Okay guys, I'm a little late doing this, but give you guys an update on the 95 GT project. I've been doing this alone, so it's not been easy to film or anything. But anyways, I got the engine in there, got with the transmission, new clutch, got new flywheel on there. It's not a Fidanza, it's just a regular steel flywheel, which should be good with this car. Anyways, and I got the cooling system all done. I did not use stock fans. I got these performance fans, which blow way more than the stock ones. I just got to get some radiator mounts for the top, and I'm going to make a radiator top shield, make it look nice. And then drive lane's all done. It's all in there, axles, everything, shift linkage, all the good stuff's done mechanically. And then it's to just finish this wiring, get it all plugged in, throw some new spark plugs in it, throw the wires on it, and then check for leaks and that kind of thing. And she should be able to fire up. Yeah, not too bad. And these fans will be running on the stock fan module. I got a way to do it. I read the shop manual, the pin outs and everything, so I will be using the factory plugs for these fans. That's about it. Everything's here now. It's not too bad. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, maybe get the valve covers powdered, well, at least the front one, and maybe the intake cleaned up later, make it look a little pretty. And like that, I got the mounts I was missing from a member on Probe Talk, and he's in the groups on Facebook. So thanks to Travis, I got some parts from him. And a lot of bolt hardware I was missing because you gotta have bolts for things. And that saved me some time having to go buy bolts and trying to figure out sizes and lengths and that kind of thing. And yeah, so this is where we are so far. So actually, it's not been that long since I got the car, and it's almost ready to fire up and go down the road. So stay tuned. I should be getting this all plugged up here soon. Just real busy with other things and other projects to get all this done at one time. And just having to keep going back to the shop manual back and forth, make sure everything is cool. But it should be cool. Everything is looking good. And then, see, one other thing, I just need to, you kind of see this, I don't know if you see that blue tape. It's covering a fitting, which would have gone out to the oil feed line on a turbo. So I got to get a cap for that fitting, for you don't have oil blasting all over the place. But if I ever go turbo, it's ready to go for that. And then, yeah, that's about it. And maybe figure out a couple vacuum lines. Like I got this solenoid here. I don't know which. So I got one line here. I don't know which one goes here or here. So, I got to figure out that kind of little tiny stuff, and then I got the two grounds, which are going to go in this area. And, yep, not too much longer, it should be running. Like I said, cooling system's all plugged in. Hydraulic clutch stuff's all hooked up. It will need to be bled, but it's not a big deal. And then I gotta bolt this ground in here. Oh, you can see it. Not a big deal there. And then I can figure out these plugs. Like this one's broke, so I gotta take that out and then plug it in, either this one or a different one. And then I'm not going to use the stock coolant reservoir thing that went here. They're really junk from the factory. They just crack and break, and it's a major failure point. Not going to use that, so I'm going to make my own custom pressure reservoir to go where the battery would be at, because the battery's going to go in the back and the trunk eventually. So and this is actually really just for bleeding it out. It serves no other purpose. If you consult the shop manual, it don't do nothing. So bleeding it out. That's all. You could actually bleed it out and plug it off, and it won't matter as long as you got the air out of it, because you have a cap over here. So, and that's it. So the coin goes this way, goes through the radiator, up and in the engine, and into the heater. If you got the heater hooked up, which I do, so we'll see if it's leaking or not. If it's leaking, I'm just gonna bypass it, because in Florida I don't need a heater whatsoever. And then it just goes through the intake manifold, goes through the heads, and right back out through the water pump, all that good stuff. So it's pretty simple, not the most complex thing. And then so I got this distributor in. I just did that today, and then kind of got the wire and harness kind of where it's gonna go. Got some stuff plugged in, and then I gotta crawl underneath the car with a light and try to figure out what plugs in what with these solenoids and stuff back there. And then I have one high pressure power steering line that's got to go on the pump. It's just not a big deal, just didn't get to it yet. And then put a clamp on the low pressure one. It's there, I just gotta put it on there, and then we'll go from there. So if you have any questions or comments, just post them below, and then try to answer you. Now, I don't know if this is a Mazda engine. I don't know if it's KLZ or none of that stuff. It's just stock is all I know. So, but we shall see. Well, thanks for checking in. Talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe. See you. Bye.